Alrighty guys, I'm KC and welcome to a brand new episode of Project Ozone. Last episode we set up this blast furnace and I told you in the last episode about what I wanted to do this episode. And I've got it all sorted out. I did actually set this array up between episodes. You've seen me make lava. I didn't need to do it before, but if you did miss the last episode, we are using these things here, these blaze meshers. They do it at 30 times, I believe it was, if I remember rightly. Yes, it was. So lava is being produced by the bucket turn. As you can see, we've got 180 buckets already in there. And I said last episode, this doesn't owe 2 billion buckets. It owes like, I think that's millibuckets. Yeah, it's 2 billion millibuckets. So a little bit less than what I said. So this episode, I actually want to get into flight. I want to get into the jetpack. And I also want to get into some sort of like power generation for us. So we're going to use this array for now. We are going to make this on a grander scale later to power our early game. But for right now, I've got pretty much everything that I think I will need in this crate here. So let's start. The first thing that I want to make is called a crushing table. Okay. And we're going to make this one straight off the bat. And the reason that we're going to make this one is because if we look at the quests here, okay, we make the crushing table, it then unlocks this thermal frame for us. And this is like kind of the jetpack we're going to be going down, and we're going to be doing this stuff. So it's kind of important to actually have this done. So I don't know exactly what this crushing table does, and I'm not too keen on it at the moment. So we'll deal with that a little bit later on. But right now we're going to take a small little break from crafting while we head upstairs because I want to get some string. And I'm going to grab what string we do have, grab another one of these, and get some more string doing up because we talked about getting leather armor in the last episode. And we looked at ways to get leather and I completely forgot about one that I... Hello, what's that? Is that like falling down to earth, or is that just like traveling through the sky? Is that something to do with astral sorcery? I want to say that's something to do with astral sorcery. But I don't know. I've never really gotten into that mod. Maybe this is a pack where I do get into it. So. Well, that didn't give me anywhere near as much string as I would have liked. But let's get this silkworm inhabiting this tree. So. There is a way to get leather using string in this pack, oddly enough. Now, I did try the rotten flesh on a drying rack, but that just makes monster jerky. Of course it does. I completely forgot about that. But we can do, I believe it is, any form of meat that's not rotten, and it will turn to leather. So, at least we got monster's jerky. But what we're going to do to get leather is we're going to take this string and we're going to craft it into what's called woven cotton. And then woven cotton, I believe it's 4x4. Nope. I'm sure that I saw woven cotton being used to make leather. Am I just forgetting the recipe? Ah, right. It's in an eye shape. Okay. And there we go. We got 21. We're going to need a little bit more than 21, but 21 will do for what we want today. So. Let's get into this machine chassis. So I'm actually going to go to let's go to the redstone furnace. Because I'm going to craft up a couple of these anyway. So we're going to craft up this machine chassis. And I think I need, in grand total, I want to say 3 of these. I feel like I need 3. Yep, I need 3. So there's 3. And let's craft up a couple of these. I'm going to need 2 of these right off the bat, and then a couple of these copper gears. I'm going to need 4 of these because what I want to do is I want to craft up 2 redstone furnaces. And I do realize I just crafted the redstone furnace without waiting for this one to sort of complete, but I believe the redstone furnace is actually down here. Yes, so we've actually got this one as well done. And we've got Invar done. I actually should show you Invar because I made some of this up between episodes, but Invar is very easy. It's basically you need some iron, and we'll take 16 iron, and then we'll take nickel. And you need half as many nickel as you do the iron. So, iron 8, 16, and nickel 8. Let's turn this off, and when this actually smelts down, it'll take a little while, it'll start to mix in the smeltery and make us invar. There are other ways to make invar, but in the early game, this is the better of the ways. So, let's actually get back over here, and we've got our 2 redstone furnaces, and the next thing that we need to make up is what's called a magmatic dynamo. This thing here. And I want 2 of these, so I'm going to craft up 2 invar gears. I'm going to craft up 2 more of these redstone transmission coils. And then we should have everything we need to do to actually make 2 of them, which is good. Okay, and now what I need is... Oh, I'm going to need a little bit more. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. So we're going to take this transfer. No. Oh, I already put one on here. Oh, that's so good. Okay, so basically we're going to put these magmatic dynamos here. And I'm going to take these transfer pipes and I'm going to take them over here. And as you can see, that's already pumping lava into it, but I'm not kind of happy with that. I don't like them facing that way. So, let's make ourselves a crescent hammer, which I believe is 3 iron. I completely forgot about this. This is why this isn't in the crate. And 1 tin, if I remember rightly. Yes, okay, cool. And this crescent hammer basically just allows us to right click and change what they do, and it also allows us to rotate blocks, which comes in handy, like so. Okay. And I know one thing I did forget. I forgot energy conduits. And we can use it. Oh, hello. Hello. There's a lot more of these than there used to be. Crude energy conduits, iron energy conduits, they all require this infinite region. Apart from this, okay, so conductive iron, can I make that in the smeltery? I can. So, conductive iron is actually relatively easy. It's just iron and redstone, and then I also need to craft up some of this, which I don't actually know if I have all the stuff for that. Let's have a little quick look. I actually do, so let's grab a stack of you. Because there's always something you miss out, isn't there? So let's get this conductive iron mixed up, which means I'm going to need 6 redstone and 6 iron. And get the invar. As you can see, the invar's done. So I'm not going to tell that to extract the invar just yet because I want that conductive iron to make up. And of course, I want to smelt up that. So let's get back onto this. Okay, so now what we need is wait, where are we? We've got the redstone furnaces, which is cool. Let's actually go and put those down. So we've actually got them down. So we're going to put the redstone furnaces. Let's just grab you and let's put the redstone furnaces here and here. Actually, no. Let's move them up just a little bit more, just to give me some room to play around with. Okay. So next thing I want is to put this torch back down. That would be a great idea. Okay. I'm going to just tell that to do absolutely nothing as of yet. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is create what's called an infuser. I think it's called a centrigauge infuser. I can never remember the first word. Energetic infuser, of course. So lead gear, easily done. Again, 2 more of these coils, easily done. Another one of these coils, again, very easily done. Couple of copper gears, again, all of these resources you should have in the early game. And there's that energetic infuser. So these are the machines that we are going to craft up, and I'm going to put the energetic infuser here for now. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Is that making leather yet? I don't know what that's made. Alrighty then, let's just eat a little bit. And let's get on this important bit. Let's get on this jetpack, okay? So if we look at the jetpack, we're going to be making 2 jetpacks today. We're going to be making the leadstone jetpack, which is the basic one. For that, we're going to need this, okay? Sulfur is the hardest bit of this to get, but I had 2 pieces. I don't know quite where I got it from, but I had 2. So I should probably find out exactly where to get sulfur from for you. Sulfur cloud. Let's see. So, because sulfur isn't something easily to get in the early game. I'm not even sure where I did get mine from. I think I got mine from... Okay, so you can do it using pyrite ore, but we don't want to do that. Grinder using that. Nope. I do believe that I got it from a mob drop. Where did I get it from? Now I'm curious where I got it from myself. Nope. Nope. I'm almost certain I did get it from a mob. Well, anyway, we've got it. Let's move on. I'm sorry if you again stuck on sulfur, but can't spend all day looking for that. I'm thankful that I have it. Make a leather strap. So we actually want to make up 2 of these flux capacitors because we're going to upgrade to the hardened jetpack, and we require a flux capacitor to do just that. So the next thing we're going to make up are these leadstone ducts. We're going to make 2 sets of these because later on we are going to need another set. So we've got this, we've got this, we've got this, we've got this, and now we're working on this. So we need 2 more of these redstone transmission coils, reception coils, should I say. And is that everything? No, of course I need this magmatic dynamo, which requires 2 of these because I'm going to need 2 of these magmatic dynamos. And lead gear. And I'm going to need 2 of these lead gears. So let's make... Oh, these aren't the magmatic dynamos, these reactant dynamos. Fair enough. It's alright. I'm allowed to get 1 or 2 things wrong. So let's make 2 of these, and finally, we've got our jetpack. Which is cool. But it's not all that good. I want to upgrade immediately to this one. So we're going to upgrade to this flux capacitor. This is why we made the second flux capacitor earlier on. And then we're going to go to here. And we are going to make up 2 of these reception coils. And then we want to make what's called hardened flux ducts. And this is why I said we needed to make up double earlier, because we're going to need at least 4 of these. So we can't make 4, we have to make 6. I mean, we can make 4 because there is a little bit of a cheaper recipe. There is this recipe just to make up 1. And it's not really any cheaper. It works out the same because you end up spending 3 invar nuggets per 1, so that'd be 9 invar nuggets, which makes 1 block of invar, 1 ingot of invar, and you end up using just 3 redstone. So it's not really any cheaper, but I don't really feel like making the nuggets. We'll make do using this. So, is that everything? No, I forgot the steam dynamo. Of course I did. So I already have 2 of those. Ooh, I missed out some silver. Looks like I did miss a couple of ingots of silver. That's fine, that's fine. I thought I got everything, but evidently not. So, let's do this. We need these redstone reception coils, which we need 2 of. And lastly, the copper gear, which I need, again, 2 of. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going completely wrong here. We need to make up 2 steam dynamos. And then lastly, we need to make up these hardened thrusters. And that should be everything to craft our hardened jetpack. But no dice. No dice, I'm afraid. We can't fly. Not yet, not yet. So let's make these conductive iron and get this conductive iron out of there. So now we've got this binder, this conduit binder. We can actually use this to travel stuff to and from these machines. And we're going to go into the back, I think. Or do I want to go underneath? The only reason that I'm debating on where to go is because I also want to be able to extract items from here. And I don't think this can auto... Well, it says auto input and auto output, but past experience has taught me that that never truly works out the way you want it to do. So while that's doing, I'm just going to craft up very quickly some chests. And let's do this. Like so. Because I want 4 of these. Because if you remember in the last episode, I talked about wanting to use nether brick in my build. So I want to put these like so. Oops, nope, not there. Yeah, we'll just use a crook. That'll work. Great idea. Why didn't I think of that sooner? Okay. Give me that and put that there. So if we say auto input enabled and auto output enabled. So if we say input output, yeah? And we do the same here. We go input output. But I thought this required a actual thing to do this. Now I'm thinking about it. This would probably be better as a chest if I was to do walls in here. But I'm not going to do walls in here, so we're fine. Okay. Let's grab this conduit iron. And let's make up exactly what we were going to be making up before, which is this here. And these allow us to transfer energy. So I'll explain this setup so you actually understand it in just a moment. And I do realize that I'm going to be pulling the energy out of here and running the cables around the back. Yeah. I just like them facing that way. So let's do this and this. Okay. So this thing here, this energetic infuser we made up to do this. And I'll explain this in just a moment. So if we put our jetpack in here, this will start getting actual energy, power from our jetpack. Power from our power supply into our jetpack. And then we'll be able to fly. So let's explain this setup. So we'll start here. This is power. This generates something called RF, which stands for redstone flux, I think. But basically this uses lava to generate for us some power, some energy. We then take the energy out using these conduits here and attach these two machines. Now these conduits are from a mod called Ender.io, but they are compatible with so many other mods. You will find that so many mods work well with others. These mods work really well with each other, this and thermal expansion. So basically we're running this energy out of here and into the redstone furnaces and into the energetic infuser, because for these redstone furnaces to work they require energy. And this is how we're producing our energy. And we're producing our lava here. And right now we're producing that. And our bucket is full. And we're using 4 of these. And I'm going to be using probably 16 of these on this blaze stuff come the time we do our actual power source for this area. Or at least one of our power sources anyway. Because we're going to run them on different lines, I think. I think that'd be fun. So, this is getting energy, as you can see. And this is using its energy to charge our hardened jetpack, because this jetpack doesn't run on thin air. It requires energy to be able to function. So now if we right click, you can see over here where my mouse is, it says jetpack fuel 13% in the upper left corner. And we can hover. But as you can see, that actually uses a lot of it. And I can never remember what the key is to actual... Nope, that's not it. To hover. It is in the options. You go to controls, you should be able to find it. Hover. L. Okay, so it is L, which is what I pressed originally, but I think it's bound to something else as well. Yes, it's bound to this. Okay, so controls. We're looking for search key L. Just L. No, I get control. Okay. Advancements. Nope, don't want that. I can never remember which key it is just to delete it. I don't really care too much about advancements. So if we press L now, as you can see, we are hovering. But the jetpack wears out very quickly. Man, that was so quick. That was quicker than normal. So these jetpacks have been tweaked in this pack. So these jetpacks don't last all that long. But they should last long enough. We hold shift for details. That's not shift. 4,000 RF per tick. That's an awful lot. So that is an awful lot. It's a lot more than normal. But hey, we'll make do. It's only just to get us up and down in the deep dark. It should do its job perfectly fine when it's at full percent. It should do. I'm going to probably take some ladders with me. But yeah, so let's get into the next thing that I want to do today. The very next thing is I want to get rid of all of these because I don't know. I played Sky Factory, and in Sky Factory, the Nether is not the Nether. But in all the other Skyblocks that I've played, the Nether has been the Nether. So, we're playing the game of will this or will this not be the Nether? Let's actually pop this in here. Will the Nether, because that's where we're going, be full of netherrack or not? Because if it's not, that kind of spoils our plan for a netherrack themed base. So we need a steel. If you want to know how to make steel, I did show it in the last episode, so you know, feel free to go and watch that one if you want. So flint and steel actually requires a steel in this one, so let's do that. Let's go and see just how bad in this pack the Nether is. I should have took some overworld apples with me, because I am notorious for getting shot at by a ghast and breaking my portal. Almost all the time I do it. Okay, not looking good, but it's not quite loaded yet, I don't think. Nope, we're still loading. Oh, good. The Nether is the Nether, which is what I kind of assumed it would be. So, what this means now is we can actually just go up here. Let's say this corner. No, not that corner, because there's lava there. There's a lava down there. There's lava down there as well. Okay, so let's stand here. And I deliberately brought stone pickaxes with me because these won't mine too much. So we can actually just like grab a bunch of netherrack rather easy. No, you're not going to vein mine? Without having to worry about, you know, like mining a massive pool of this and then falling into lava. Because nobody wants to fall into lava in the Nether. Ever. So if we take this. Oh. I just realised. We've got no hams. So if we do this. Oh no. I completely forgot that lava flows like water in the Nether. And that's everything we just mined gone. I could have risked going down there and doing it, but I didn't want to risk it. So let's fill you in. Hello? Did that produce a different kind of nether? That produced fiery. This is all fiery netherrack. Does that produce nether brick? I want to say it does. I want to say it does. But I actually have no idea. No idea whatsoever. I'm surprised the nether brick didn't get destroyed in the lava, to be honest with you. Okay. So let's pop this in there and pop this in there. Right, so they are working, and this is producing fiery nether brick. Okay. Okay, and what do you make? Fiery nether bricks. Okay, okay, this is good, this is good. This is a nicer block, actually. Look at it, it's kind of reddish. But the big question, no, it's not chiselable. That is the problem. We can't chisel it. So, let's have a look at nether brick. So if I want to make this, I have to make it out of nether brick. So netherrack, I make... So I'm guessing that fiery netherrack is different. I'm guessing it's that reason so we can't use nether brick. I mean, this doesn't dash my hopes at all. This is a really nice block. A really nice block. But it does mean that we got to find something else for it to go with, because I want this block. The question is, what are we going to use to highlight it with? And I would like to use marble. Right. But requires these marble essence. So I'm guessing that to get marble, we would have to get our hands on some marble. Don't want to use marble then. I mean, I believe that sifting got us marble, didn't it? Got us diorite. But like... I mean, how does this look against this? Nope. No, I definitely don't want to use that. I mean, stone is an option, but it just doesn't go. What about actual... It's just stone. I thought I had some stone. I do, yes. So what about if I was to just as a temporary source, let's do this. Right, I don't like that as the highlight. But what about if we change that and we do the stone as the background, right? And so highlight the stone with this. It is a high contrast, and I don't like that. You know, I don't particularly like that, but I'm just trying to think of within the realm of the resources that we've got. Like, if I... Does this turn to cobble? No. Okay, so... No, I don't want to use birchwood. I guess I'll have to look into getting into marble, because I would really like to use marble with this. I think something white would really highlight it well. I mean, bone blocks are an option, but at the same time, that requires us actually having a mob farm, which at this specific point in time, we don't. Like, we do have a basic one, but I would want to build a far grander one. So yeah, I'm going to have a think about this. Maybe someone can leave me a comment with suggestions of what would go well with this fiery netherrack. Because I definitely want to use it, and I think I want to use this as the main block. Like, quartz would go well, but then that would mean that I would have to go and mine them in the nether quite significantly. But once we set up a quarry, we would have them in mass quantities. Let me just have a look. Let's do this. Is it a Z? No, it's an S. Like... Cloud is an alright block, but I suppose that's not really what we want. White concrete. Now, concrete is an option. Because it's not expensive and we get quite a lot of it. I think diorite doesn't look too bad. Oh! You know what might work? Like, sandstone could work. Like, obviously, not that. Something like pillar type of block. I think sandstone would look much better as the background block. Right. Let's have a look at fiery netherrack. So, fire nether bricks I can make the walls out of, and that is it. There's no, like, pillar block for it. I mean, I like that because the buildings, you know, no one else is going to use this. I would like to use endstone, but I think endstone is a little bit out of our price range. Of course. I mean, I just trying to finish an episode here. Trying to finish an episode here, matey. Well, that was a little bit of a fantastic finish. What we got? All frozen corpse. Domino's special. Okay. So let's get back to endstone. Like, endstone. Welcome back, guys, and I'm sorry for that break, but I think I'm going to go with I don't know what block I'm going to go with back here. I'm definitely going to go with this fire in netherrack, but I'm thinking maybe we use a different block to highlight it. That's the only thing I can think of right now. I think I'm going to go and have a little venture in the nether myself to get some more netherrack and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's going to call it for this episode, guys. So, if you have enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really does help out the channel and I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm KC. I want to thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.